Yeah. So Keir Starmer and his wife are partially separated. They do come together for the family. You remember Justin Trudeau and his wife. You remember they were separated for a long time, but they still did things together for the community to look like things were stable at home, when in fact they were actually living in separate dwellings. So I'm getting something like that for these two. She's just over it. I'm just over it. I'm so over it. And I can see her face red. And she is over it. I get that she is over everything that's going on. I'm also hearing something about receiving threats by digital device. Now, this appears to be a phone, and I know this sounds really weird, but I don't know how they do it over in the UK or Europe, like political. I'm seeing a landline phone, a black landline phone that rings. It rings like late sometimes. It feels to be like after 1 a.m. or even 11 p.m. And this has already happened. I feel like this has happened a couple of times, and there's threats that are being made. Okay, there are threats that are being made on that landline phone to perhaps the family, to Keir. Ooh, as I'm saying that, my heart feels like it wants to literally jump out of my chest. So that's probably a reaction that was given, maybe his wife, maybe he did this out of fear, most likely the woman. This feels to be several months ago, and this is it correlates with what I was saying 4 months ago, that they would be separated, or they were on the verge of being separated. I don't wish that on any couple, but I am saying it here. And I'm thinking that it's not just because of his political role, but it feels to be safety. I'm hearing the word safety measure. This is being done for a safety measure for the family, for his family. This is really odd. Now they're showing me a lemon, just a random lemon. I don't know what that means. Okay, let's see if I continue on. The accent of the man that's making this call to the Starmer's residence feels not to be from the UK, like not born and raised over in the UK, anywhere in the UK. This feels to be a foreign voice. Sorry, my daughter's in the shower and I'm trying to concentrate here at the same time. The Ukraine boys, I know we talked about that. No, this is not connected to that court case. It feels almost to be like someone, you know what, this is connected to Mandelson, and it feels to be connected to Epstein, actually. This is not connected to the parliament or the Labour Party. This is a foreign voice I'm hearing, foreign. He's Caucasian, but he's not from the UK. He's not Russian. I was checking. I was scanning through that. It's not American, but he's over in, I'm not sure where. I'm not sure where he's from. Europe, but he's not from the UK. He has an accent, very strong accent, and I can't make out what it is. And this is connected. This is to try to keep Keir Starmer in fear, his family in fear, and this is connected to Epstein. It's actually Mandelson, connections to Mandelson, to keep Keir Starmer quiet because Keir Starmer knows more. And Keir Starmer's wife knows this as well. And that's why I kept getting that sensation in my chest, like my heart coming out of my throat, out of my chest feeling, because she knows this is serious, the wife. And again, I know he's done a lot of shady things, Keir, and he's not liked over in the UK very well. This is not connected to that. But let's move on to something else. Let's see if there's anything else that we need to know. My throat is closing up. My throat. So, throat chakra, I do feel like Keir and his wife, they have a blocked throat chakra, not able to say what they really want to say. I don't actually see a full-fledged divorce right at the moment, but it's coming down to that. It is coming down to that. I'm being told it's coming down to that. Okay. I'm seeing a little boy playing basketball. I need to rest my arm, guys. My neck is hurting. Sorry. Basketball. Down this beautiful hallway. It's hardwood floors. Why am I saying it with accent? Okay. The masons, the people who built this structure, are from Scotland. So I don't know if Keir Starmer lives in a house separate from 10 Downing that was constructed, like the floors were constructed by a really famous Scottish floor. I don't know what the proper word is for that. But I'm hearing it. What I'm seeing for Keir, I see him surviving through 2026. He is going to be a puppet. He's going to have to do whatever he's told to do by Ursula herself. And I already put a video out about that, about how they're planning on wanting to go in certain areas of Russia and bomb it. This is a timeline that has not happened. This is in the making. I don't think that this is going to happen yet, but it is something that's going to happen a couple of years down the line, okay? Or maybe further out than that. But this is just putting it out in the atmosphere for it to start manifesting. And I don't see Macron, Starmer, I don't see Ursula even in 10 years, maybe behind the scenes. And that's another thing his wife is really not happy about, is she's not really one for war. She's not she's not very argumentative. I'm getting that she is really more of a family person. Like, she has family ties, and she wanted him to be more family. Almost like she was comparing Keir Starmer to Rishi Sunak. I know it's weird, but because Rishi was all about family, right? And he did his job, and then he would go home to his family. That's kind of what I'm seeing with Keir Starmer's wife. She's like, how did I get caught up in all this? There are some things that she did not know about in regards to the Epstein and Mandelson, but there's a lot of things that she did know about. So they are partially separated, but they are showing grace, great face to the public eye when need be, for the sake of his career. But I'm getting that even the parliament, even some of the UK leaders, like, say, for example, let me not say leader, but like Ursula has tried to be a counsel in the marriage. You know, Ursula and Keir Starmer have something, you know, they're not like having an affair, but I see a spark there between the two of them, okay? There's something there that could be there, but, you know, I don't see Keir Starmer cheating. I don't see that. I know you guys want me to put out everything that's going to be negative in the man, but I have to give someone credit where credit's due. Maybe he thought about it, and if it were an affair, I always felt like it was masculine, not feminine, that he would cheat on her with, allegedly. It's not factual. But I don't see him doing that. I see him really wanting to stay with his wife, actually, to not lose her. But he knows there's a lot of dark secrets There's a lot of dark secret societies. He knows the family could be in danger several different ways. One would be the Epstein-Mandelson connection and him talking. And there's a lot of things that Keir knows that he hasn't even spoke about yet. So that puts him in a threat. And then you have certain leaders, European leaders, and Ursula herself, who expect him to be a puppet and continue to be a puppet and to continue paying out of the UK Parliament accounts, government accounts, for certain wars that the Europeans, well, the people of the UK don't want. That's with Russia. He knows if he doesn't oblige and do as he is told to do, like a puppet on the string, his life is in danger. He knows he would lose power and his life would be in danger, yes, because he knows too much to stay alive at this point, if you want me to be honest. I don't think that, I don't see Russia, somebody asked me that, I don't see Russia going after Keir Starmer. Unless Keir Starmer sent his soldiers out there to Russia, but I don't see that. And I don't see that. I really don't think Keir wants to put his, well, I think he would do it. He's going to have to do it if he's told to do it. But if he had a choice, I don't think he would necessarily do that. But Keir likes to do things for show, not for his people. So if he thought he would gain some credit, some credibility, he would throw some of his British soldiers out there on the lines. Yeah, he would. Okay, I didn't mean to get sidetracked, but I do believe that they are living separate, and I do believe that they show face for publicity, and that's it, guys. Yeah, that's it. And it's going to be low-key for now, but I do think more is going to come out about his marriage. But I don't see a final divorce yet. I don't see that right now. And in fact, I don't know if she would go back to him, fully commit 100% if he were to step down. Maybe she would. Maybe that's what she wants. She wants her family back, perhaps, because of the dangers on both sides of things. All right, guys. If you're new to my channel, hit the like button, share, subscribe. Please subscribe. I look underneath my algorithm, and there goes my throat again. And I have viewers that don't subscribe, but they watch my videos over and over again. It's crazy. Please subscribe, share, like, hype, and thank you all for watching. And I need to meditate and clear out my throat because maybe there's something I need to say within my own personal life, and I'm being blocked. So, take care, guys.